the demo, everyone came out from that right. Today's Gaya, Gandhi Jayanti, Pura Jayanti Gaya, about Salesforce
सामने भी नहीं है सर
are there.
फार्मर भी नहीं हो
Priority, right? So in this, what is the return type I need to give?
इस टाइप ऑफ
So I'm going to show some images.
इमेजेस
Hmm.
टेक्स्ट
Text. Yes. Okay. So this is the thing we are going to do. This is from help.salesforce.com. So hope you know about this help.salesforce.com, right?
Yes,
What is
sir.
that used for?
If you have any query, then because
So that is whenever we are providing any software, we are developing a product. So for an example, anything water heater or anything, they'll be giving a manual, right? In the same way, if the Salesforce has mentioned about some product, about the Salesforce CR, now people need to know how to work over it, right? So they will be giving in the form of manual. That we won't say it as a manual, we'll be saying it as a help documentation. That is this documentation. For everything, they'll be giving some scenarios, some sample examples. Based on the sample examples, we need to write in our own way. Okay, that is the main thing here. Okay, understood what I'm saying. So every time in the interview point of view also, if they are asking, that is what I will say is, you doesn't know about this, how you will rectify this error. The first thing I will do is I will consult with my seniors, or whoever the seniors are there, I will consult with them. If the seniors can't able to help out with that, then I will be moving on to the Salesforce documentation where each and everything has been given clearly with a sample data over there. So through that I can able to rectify. Okay, so you can mention that. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to give the formula here. Okay, so what is the formula I'm going to give here is, so first case. Okay, so in this case, what is an expression here? What is that expression?
insert the image
Expression, what we need to enter here in the expression? Field, which field? Age field. Very good. Okay, now what is the value? Now what is the value?
add image.
Okay, now what is the value I need to choose here? Okay, if my age is, I'm just using only one thing, greater than 20. Okay, if my age is greater than 20, what is the result it needs to provide? See here, they have given some result over there. Alright, let me copy this URL and let me paste it. Okay, what I am checking here, whether I am checking the age is greater than 20. If the age is greater than 20, then return this URL. Okay. Now what is I'm doing? I'm going to do here is I'm going to create an age. Now age is hmm, greater than 20. It should give this. Now less than 20. Okay, less than 20. What is the result it needs to give us? It needs to give some yellow flag. Okay, let us just check how it works. Okay, or else what it should return. Hmm?
condition is true
Hmm. If this condition is true, it will return this. If this condition is true, it will return this. If nothing, the condition, then what it will return? It will return something. So now what happens? Whether it will throw an error or it won't. Incorrect argument for the function case. So here you just see whenever you are using some image, if you need to use some image, what is the thing we have here?
Image.
The
Hyperlink.
image tag. First, the image tag you need to use. Okay, so let me delete this. So first, let me insert this image.
Trusted.
First, we need to insert that image. Okay, so in many of the things they have given case and the image. So it is a wrong way. First, the image. So in this image, what we are going to choose? We are going to choose some different things. We are going to choose here. Okay, so what is the different thing? See here. So first, in this, the image URL alternative text something will be there. So I do not want anything because we are not providing only the image, we are providing. Okay, let me show you first this.
This should be that.
Okay, first image URL it is asking. So let me give some image URL over there. Okay, let me give this URL. Now alternative text. So alternative text is I'm using green flag. Okay, I'm not using any with height etc. Nothing I'm going to use here. Okay. Now let me check the syntax. Hmm, what syntax it is missing?
Lab.
Okay, so it should be double quotes. So no errors from. So etc. Okay, next and to whom it should be visible, let it be visible to all. We click on next, then save. Right? So done. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to refresh this. See, one green color flag came. So what here I'm not doing anything, right? I'm just using the resource. So priority, I'm showing the formula. It is when you need to include some image over there. In your thing, if you need to include some image, this is the thing. Yeah, I will inform you again. So what is the requirement here is um, include image in the field priority. Okay, student detail tab, include the image in the field named priority. Okay, so this is the requirement over there. Now how I can do this? So it can be achieved using formula field. Okay, using the function image. Okay, so now what is the thing here is this is the formula. So now what I'm going to use is I'm going to use the image function, okay, followed by the URL of the image. Then after that you need to mention the alternative text. What do you mean by this alternative text? If there is anything wrong over the image, I can't able to retrieve that image, then it will show this text. Okay, let me show you that. So now in this, I'm just editing this. So before that, you can see it was in green color, right? So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to remove something and I'm going to check the syntax. See, it is known as what error is this? What error is this? Can anyone recollect?
Computer size 50, 53 collected. Yeah. Size.
We discussed about two types of error.
Semantic error.
Semantic, yes, absolutely. Yes, Ashok. Semantic. See, whenever see if I'm mentioning this and if I'm forgetting about this comma, if I'm checking the syntax over there, it will throw an error. This is known as syntax error. Syntax error in the sense, syntax error in the sense, if this is the syntax, right? You need to follow this syntax. That error can be rectified by the compiler and it will show that to you. But when there is some semantic error in the sense, I'm giving f inside. There is some typo over there. Typo in the sense typing error. Okay. In technical, we will say typo. We should not say in the IT if you are working right, you should not say it is a typing mistake. Then they will say what is she saying or he is saying. But it's a typo. Typo means it's an error that occurred using during typing. Okay. We will eat in home. We can eat in any way, right? We will do like this, and we will. When we are in hotel, what we will do? As though we will eat like a professional, like the same we need to act here also. In the IT companies, whatever we are, we need to that slang, whatever we use, right? So they will give respect based on that. This is normal environment that happened like that. Okay, so now what I will do here is I'm just removing this F here. I'm just removing this F here. Okay, let me click on save. Now it got saved and there is some error in this formula. Right? So now let me refresh this. See, it is mentioning the alternative text. What is alternative text I have given? Green flag. So it is mentioning that alternative text. Again, I will ask interview question. If suppose the URL is wrong, it needs to mention that the URL mentioned is not found. Okay, do you understand my question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can add that. We can add. We need to use a static resource and we can add over that. Let me complete this first, then I will just see. Okay, but from the PC or the drive, we can't able to add directly. Okay, from my system that is select file we have used, right? We can't able to use that. What Salesforce does is it's a cloud, right? We need to save that document in the Salesforce from where we can retrieve. Okay, that we can able to do. But we can't able to fetch from the PC or from the drive, we can't able to do that. Okay, that is from the G drive, I'm sorry, G drive or from the Dropbox, we can't able to do that. Right, Vinay, you understand, right? The only thing we can do is we can add that image to a static resource in my Salesforce, then from the static resource I can read. Okay,
सर
yes?
लेकिन पर्टिकुलर इमेज अगर कोई देनी है तो उसके लिए यूआरएल उसी पर्टिकुलर ही
Hmm.
कैसे प्रोवाइड समझेंगे
If suppose if you have the URL in the web page, you are see this URL is in the web page actually. Whatever I am typing here, right? This URL is in the web page. I'm just using that URL. If suppose I need to show the image, but that image is not in the form of URL kind, then I need to move on to the static resource. So we need to download that image. We need to load that image in the static resource. From there, we need to retrieve. Okay, this is the thing. I will show you everything because this image is a very important thing. Okay. Yeah, but yeah, Vinay, I will show you everything because I haven't completed the static resource. Okay, so step by step we will go. If I mention everything, others will get confused. Right? Yeah, these things are by default. See, these are some of the samples that they have given by the Salesforce. See, these are some of the samples that they are given by the Salesforce. So I'm using the same samples over there. Okay. If you need to retrieve from the static resource, we can also use them. For that, we where we can find what what you need, where we can find in the sense images. See, these are the default images that they have given. Right? If you have your own URL, you have created your own URL, you can use that URL here. But if you just see no URL will be this one. Yeah, this one I will share the link to you.
Any URL.
Any URL it might be. See this, there is no such, this is the URL. Okay, I just typed in the Google see image URL if flags in the Salesforce. The first example image links. Okay. Right? Okay, fine. So with this URL you can able to work program. So now, yeah, what we are discussing about the interview question. In the interview, they will ask if the image URL is wrong. Okay, if the image URL is wrong, and it needs to throw an error that the URL cannot be found. Okay, is there anything over there here? Like in the formula, whether in the validation rule we can keep the error message, but in the formula there is any error message.
No.
Then how you will throw that error?
URL.
Do you understand my question, everyone? No. Okay. Let me. If you doesn't understand, please don't hesitate to ask. Okay. So what is the question here is you have given this URL. Okay. The same question has been asked to me in the interview and to my colleague who joined me in the image URL. Okay. If the particular URL is not found, it needs to throw or intimate user that particular URL is not valid. This is the statement which is given by the interviewer. So what we will do, what you guys will do regarding this? Just now I have mentioned that. Can you please recollect? Just now I told, if the image URL is not working, then we can do one thing. It will not show the required result. Yes, it will. Alternative text, exactly. It will not show the required result. Yes, absolutely. But where I can intimate the user in the alternative text. Instead of green flag is there, right? Instead of that, we can use image URL not valid. Alright? So that's what we did right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to mention this, right? Yes, image URL not valid. So let me click on save. Now let me move on to this. Let me refresh. So image URL not valid. It will throw that here. Okay, there might be some different ways to do that, but this is very simple. That I can directly move on to this. Alright? Okay, fine. So now the next step, what I'm going to do here is based on this age again, I'm going to use some new thing. Okay, fine. So let me click on this edit. Now inside this image, I'm going to use the same thing over there. Okay. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert the image first. Then inside this image, you no need to worry all those things, whatever it is given inside. Okay. What I'm going to do here is inside this image, I'm going to use the case function. Because I need to have multiple values. Based on that multiple values, it needs to show the image. If the age is greater than 20, green color flag. If the age is less than 19, it should show yellow color flag. That is the requirement here. Now, in this expression, what is the thing I need to use? Field. Right? So, next, in this field, value 1. What is the value 1? If the age is less than 19. Then what is the result? I need to use this URL. Green color flag URL. Okay. Now value 2. What is the value 2? If the age is greater than 20. Okay. Now what is the result I need to use? Yes.
There's some other URL because I use on
See this URL, the URL should end with dot png, dot jpg, dot gif. Then only it will take that image. Okay. Now if I will show you something. I need to mention that Salesforce image, something I'm going, or else some cat image. Okay. This is the cat image actually, right? If you click that image, see you can see the URL of the image is how it is. I click on the URL also, it won't be giving that dot gif or dot png something, right? It can't able to retrieve that result exactly. If I can move on to anything, if I'm taking that image also, you can see there is no dot png because these are the extensions of the image file. Okay, dot png, dot jpg, dot gif.
But we can save it and
So what? So here only the static resource comes into the picture. So what we can do, we can save this image in our Salesforce. From there we can retrieve that image. Okay. So now we can able to do that. Now this is the thing. What is the next step I need to do? Yes, what it needs to do here. So
yes,
some other image.
yes,
Okay.
dot G.
Yes, dot gif something. So this is the thing. Now this is the case actually. But in the image field, what this will be considered as? In the image field, what this case will be considered as? URL. The case will be considered as a URL because two parameters are there. One is the URL and the next one is the alternative text. Right? URL I have given. Now I need to give the alternative text right. Otherwise it will throw an error. See if you just I will just show you. Argument and function. Right? So now I need to throw some image or the what to say, some other alternative text over. Okay, so I'm using something known as priority flag, right? So you can check here with the help of this. Okay, now do you think it will throw an error again? Now let me move on in this way. Now let me check the syntax. So it is no error. Now where actually the error was?
Yes,
Value. Value what I have given before. Less than or greater than. If you have worked on this case nearly, you might have answered this. So this is an expression and this is the value, right? It will just check the value alone. See here, it will be checking in this way. It will check whether the value alone. Okay, it won't check anything. That is, it is less than or greater than. It won't do that. If you need to do that, we have one more thing we need to do. Okay, we have one more, or this one more function we need to add over there. Okay, everything will be there actually, but what we need mandatory field is that is these two are the mandatory field in the image, URL as well as alternative text. These two are the mandatory field. Not only for image, for anything, If they are using the value result or else the result, then value result and else part is mandate. Okay, whatever the parameters they have given here, that parameters you need to throw. Otherwise, you will throw an error. Okay, so now what happened? I have just given this. Now let me see. Okay, now let me refresh this. Now nothing is there. What I'm going to do here is age is 19, I mentioned. Let me click on save. Now what happened? After 19, it is giving the green color flag. So I'm just using the age is 20. I'm just saving this. So I'm using the yellow color flag. So based on that value, it is just mentioning. Right. Now, if no, I can't able to do it this way. If it is greater than 20, it should give a green color. If it is less than 20, it should throw yellow color. So now I need to use in that way. How I can do that? Whether can I use any greater than or less than symbol here? Greater than 19, sorry, less than 19, and it is greater than 20. Whether I can do it this way? Let me check the syntax. So, shall I do it this way? So then you can't able to do it this way also. If space, okay, okay, we will discuss about that. So first, you got so before moving on to any complex things, first I need to see whether you got an understanding about this image. That's the main thing over there. Image, are you getting any doubts here in this image?
Now it's giving UI.
Yes. URL doubts. What doubt? What it is confusing you? What confusion you are getting?
इसके practice करूँगा तो इसमें
हाँ प्रैक्टिस करो मैं जो लिंक बेस करना चैट पे वो लिंक यूज करो
Only image करेंगे.
समझने
other than image we can give anything like text specific number just a specific number no this is the URL right so you need to use the URL over there what I need to return okay what is the value I need to return so I'm using that URL over there see until or unless if you are practicing you won't get those things okay so until or unless you are practicing, you can't get the value. Okay, now I will just say one more real time example. Not it will be confusing. Other than the no, we can't able to do like that because if you need to do, we can just mention the if condition, right? If you need to do it this way. For an example, if age is 19, then it should show teenager. Yeah, we can use if condition. Here we are going to return the images, so we are using this image over there. Right, Sadhana? So hope you got that. Right. So here, what they have mentioned is can retrieve only the value. You can't able to insert any operation over there because this is a switch function. Right? The case is a switch function. In the switch function, what you can do?
अगर किसी क्लाइंट का अगर उसका मानना है कि मुझे एक वैल्यू जो है 19 20 एनी
Hmm,
मुझे उसके नीचे ही चाहिए
hmm.
तो उसको कैसे पुट करेंगे फिर इसमें
Next, I'm going to say that.
बस जो डाउट आता है
Yeah. It's not a problem. Okay. So now what is the thing is if this value is 19 or 20 something. Now Mr. Patil is asking me question, no, he is a client and he is saying that no, it should be less than 19, I need to get that. If it's greater than 19, I need to get that. So how I can do this? Whether we can use if statement inside. If you are using if statement inside, that if will be giving some other value. See what is the condition for the if? Logical test, value if true, value if false. So you need to write the if statement in such a way. So what we can able to do? So this expression, right? This expression will you need to place this logical test here, right? Then you need to place the true or the false. But you can't able to do in this way. It is totally it will confuse. But we can do as of now I'm not going to do this because this itself is confusing for many members. They are messaging. Right? So you just may let I let you to practice for a day, right? So that you will understand more about this formula. Okay, so you get more and more idea about this formula. And I have also passed this URL link to you in the chat. So you just work on this URL. Starting from this, you just work over the URL and you will be getting more idea. So no need to go very deep into it.
they are only using zip file zip URL
Yeah, just this is a normal thing because I don't have any URL for JPEG or any other thing.
they are using
Right.
different
We will be using some other URL also. If I will find out if there is any JPG, but I can't. When I am working in training, right, I had a project which is known as to retrieve the images of if the user is clicking on the electronics, right, to show that refrigerator image something and all. But I thought of making it. I downloaded the refrigerator URL. They place the URL over there. It's not working. Okay, then only I came to know that this the extension should be .png or .gif. Then only that will work over there. Otherwise, it won't work. For that, what we will do? Again, it's an interview question. What we will do? If the URL is not there,
Alternative text.
no. If the URL is not there, that is .gif or .png is not there, then I need to show the image. How I can show that? Save in Salesforce. What is that name? Save in the Salesforce. I have mentioned that. We need Semantica, that is errors.
resource
Yeah, some resource I said. What is that resource? Static resource. अरे बाप रे बाप रे.
the URL support नहीं क्या तो error code कर रहा है तो static से
See, you have something known as static resources. Right? If you click on new, now it is asking, right? Hmm? Now it is asking, right? So if I'm seeing some images over there, like image I will just see. Images. Okay. So now it is saved in the .jpg extension, right?
That's desktop. Desktop.
Oh, desktop it is. Okay, okay. You know my system better than me. So I'm just saving this. I'm just using the cat image. I have saved over there. Alright? Okay, fine. See where it is used. So what is the thing here is if suppose I can't use any URL, I can store in this static image. I can store in this static image, then I can able to access that. Okay. Um, 2 minutes. Yes.
Because of Pacific. Pillar master. Another one. And then but yeah, good report. Yeah, good report.
Yes, yes, the image actually the image is stored in the Salesforce.
Hangout.
Okay, the image is stored in the Salesforce actually. Okay, so let me check how we can retrieve that.
How could you say what else? How could you say what else?
Okay, let it be via HP. What they are planning to do today? Huh? Cat in design. Today I will be cat in office. So I have choose this image, right? So now what is the next thing I need to do here is so what is the next thing I need to do here is I need to call this image over there, right? I need to call this image over there. So what I can do in this so let me click on edit object. So in the fields and the relationship, I have the priority. So in the priority, so let me click on this edit. Okay. So now from the resource I'm going to take. Alright. So what I'm going to do here is remove this URL. From where I'm going to take from the static resource.
Cat.
From the static resource I'm going to take. So what I need to do here is I need to type the resource slash then here the name is there, right? So this name, this is an API name. Copy this, and this API name should be passed, and this API name should be passed there. Copy, yeah. So this is what I need to do. Okay, let me check the syntax. So no error. So let me click on save. Let me check whether it is working. Let me refresh this. So if my age is 19,
Wow.
right? So this is the static image over there. Just a minute. Yes. Okay. So this is what we can able to. Now, Mr. Patil, you got an idea, right?
Yes.
Right? So if that particular image is not there, you can able to store in the static resource, and from the static resource, I can able to retrieve that in my formula field using what? Using URL resource cat. That cat means something. Okay. Still chill age because it is 20, right? So I'm sure he's saying it is chill age. Okay. So this is the thing, that is a resource. So this one you should not forget. Resource, then slash, then image name. Image name in the sense whatever you are saving over there, you need to use that. Yes, we can change the size too. Yeah, we can change the size. Yes, height and width we can able to change. So how we can able to change that? See, if you want to that image tag, right? So image URL, alternative text, then height and width they have given. Right? So where I need to mention this height and width? Here 10, comma 10. It will be working fine. Let me click on save. I'm sorry, check syntax. Error is again it's showing some error. Let me check what is the error. Alternative text, comma height, comma width. Yeah. Yes. Height is not in the single quotes or the double quotes. That's not a problem. Let me just. I think something I am missing over there. What bracket I'm missing? I'm closing this in case bracket here. Then I'm closing the image bracket over there. In the image, this is the URL and this is an alternative text. Found 10. It was very long that I have used this. How much would be it? Let me just check to the image file.
Check.
Item into text. Height and the bracket. Then it is the image. Yes, absolutely. I had the same. So this is how you want to do it. And after that, the item into text. Missing parenthesis. I look where I miss the parenthesis. Hmm. Okay, let it be. I'll just check over it. Okay, you just make a note of this about the static resource. How to retrieve the static resource, you just make a note of it. Okay, fine. You have gone through, right? I don't know what is the mistake I'm doing here. Hmm. Image, let me just now. Okay, let me click on save. Let me refresh this. Hmm. See now, you can see the cat image, right? It is in the form of pixels, it will be, right? So now let me click on edit. I'm sorry, the parenthesis I have used extra. That is the main thing, the thing word, sorry. Let me click on save and let me refresh again. See, it is up to you, you can be able to change the size or any other thing. Okay, fine. So you got an idea, right? Yes. And with at the end, I had just mentioned some other thing. Okay, if you are not giving anything, right? So it will take the default size and based on that it will show. Okay, now, so now what we have discussed. So you got an idea about this image and how to retrieve from the source. That is, this is a normal URL. Retrieving from URL. This is then retrieving from the static resource. Then that is URL and static resource. Okay. Then retrieving from URL and static resource with height and height and width. What we can give here, comma 30, comma 30. So where this is mentioned as the height. Okay, and the next thing is mentioned as the width. Right. So now you got an idea about that image, right? So how I can retrieve that URL? If that URL is not there, how I can store in the static resource? From the static resource, how I can mention the image, and then how I can give the height and the width, right? See, images itself, there are many things in the image. Okay, so there will be the alternative text also. Based on that alternative, there will be the parameter. So based on the parameter, give your results correctly and retrieve your result correctly. So that's what you need to do here. Right? See, at the end, I have given the parenthesis. For the parenthesis, I was just suffering. Right? So just mention correctly what is your input, whether you have closed the bracket correctly, open the bracket correctly, because this is a syntax error. Syntax error will be syntax error will be thrown at the compiler. Okay, but the semantic error will not be checked by the compiler. What the compiler will do, it will just check whether the parenthesis has been closed, whether double quotes has been given, and the double quotes, open double quotes, and the closed double quotes is at the same place. So these are the things it will check. Other than that, it won't check anything. Okay, please be clear in that. Okay, yeah, fine. Next use case. Next use case. mm, Includes. Where the includes function will be used? Multi-select. In the multi-select, I'll be using includes. Okay, fine. So where I have multi-select here, is there anything in multi-select like this? In student detail, whether I have created in multi-select. There is no multi-select over there. So course I have. Then I have a sub course. I don't have anything extra. Yeah, sub course. Yes. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to change the field type. Field type to what? Multi-select. Yes. Let it be lost, not a problem at all. What it is saying, if I'm changing the pick list to multi-select pick list, what it will do?
Dependent.
Yes,
You loss of US data.
you lost the previous data. Data won't be there.
Data.
Dependency.
Data means what? Changing to the selected data type will cause inactive pick list to be lost. So you have this, all those things, right? What does this visible line mean? Multi-select pick lists are displayed in the scrolling or I'm sorry, are displayed in a scrolling box on edit pages. What does that visible lines mean? Number of items displayed means
Display the
if you I mentioned visible lines as 5.
one, yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 will be visible. If I mention visible lines as 3, administrator developer LWC will be visible. If I mention the visible lines as 2, administrator, what is the default value for the visible lines?
4.
4,
4.
3. Right? So it should be greater than or at least equal to 3. Let me click on save. Now done. Now let me refresh this. Now only one is visible. Where about the multi-select? I traveled night full. That's why I'm very tired. For you guys, what happened?
I will sleep.
Huh?
We sleep. That's why tired.
Huh? What? Yesterday?
I will sleep so much.
Heavy sleep.
Heavy sleep. Oh, so you are tired as you took rest.
Yes.
So, okay. What work you did? Why are you tired? Means I took more rest. That's why I become very tired. Right? Then for what to say, overcoming this tired, what you need to do? You need to take rest again. Huh?
I travel.
So we have this, right? So only 3 is visible. That's what I am mentioning. Now administrator and LWC. LWC. Now let me click on save, and this is displayed. Yes. So now this is displayed, right? Administrator and LWC. Now what is the thing here is you are going to write the formula. So what is the formula here is if the course is Salesforce and in the sub course if LWC is not there, it should throw an error. Yeah, start. I'll just mention here.
Course is Salesforce. Sub course is not
If
AWS.
the course is Salesforce and if the sub course is not sub course, LWC is not selected, then throw error. So online candidates, can you please send this? This is the thing. If the course is Salesforce and if the sub course LWC is not selected, then throw error.
Sir, if each big well
You
course,
just first write the formula,
yes, sir.
then you just tell me based on your suggestions. I will do the formula. Okay? Yeah. Online candidates, you can send your formulas in the chat window, please. So here course is a pick list and sub course is a multi-select pick list. And you know what is the format you need to use for multi-select pick list. What is the function you need to use? Includes. Right? Yeah. Yes. Can you please in the formula? You just say this formula by typing in the chat window. Include का function दिखाना क्या दिखा ready. So where we need to do this, either the formula and the validation rule. Validation rule, because we are not going to update any field, we are just going to check the condition. Now you understood what is the difference in validation rule and formula. We are going to use validation and other things, right? Yeah. Let me click on one new validation rule. So in this includes, yeah, multi-select picklist field and text literal. The same in this pick val we'll be using
Include sales codes.
picklist field and text literal. Here it is multi-select picklist field and that same, there is no difference at all for both of them. So what are the two conditions I have here? I didn't receive any reaction from the online candidates, no answer for this. So what is my requirement? If the course is Salesforce and if the subcourse is not LWC, the subcourse is not LWC, then throw an error. So in first there are two conditions. So I need to use AND operator. In the logical one I need to use what I need to check. Courses Salesforce. For that how I can check? Using Are Baba. Using if, because we will be checking the pick list value using if, right? This pick list and the field is course. Text literal is Salesforce. If I am saying you can do music with me, but alone you can't. Then what is the logical two? Includes. Yes. It includes what is the pick list field. Subcourse. Wow. Then text literal. LWC. Right? So let me check the syntax. So there is no error from. But what is the thing here? So what it will do actually? Wait, let me show you. Yes. Yeah, I didn't include. Yes. Subcourse should be LWC. Yeah, fine. Now let me save this. If I'm not using this LWC, I'm just choosing here. Just saving. If what happened is, if I'm choosing this LWC here, it will throw an error. It is doing ulta. What I have said, it should include LWC. But what it is throwing, if we are including LWC, it is throwing an error. But what is the requirement here?
Not
If the LWC is not selected, throw an error. So what I need to do here?
not include.
Not includes. We need to mention not. And you need to close this. Now let me check the syntax. Now no errors found. Let me save this. Now let me refresh this. Now, if I am saving this instead of this administrator, instead of LWC, see, check this subcourse. If I'm including this LWC, it is same. Okay, if I'm not including this LWC, it is throwing that error. Okay, at least I need to include this LWC. If I'm just including LWC alone, it will say. Understood? Right? Right? So you all got an idea, right? So this is the thing over there. So only one thing is remaining, which is known as the cross object formula in this formula field as well as validation rule. There are many validation rules, but I will just share you the document. You can go through that document because this itself it takes 3 to 4 days for completing the validation rule
Regex
formula.
किसलिए use होता है function?
Huh?
Regex function किसलिए use होता है? Regex.
Rejects. Yes. I have. Yes, I will say you. They're using the cross object formula field. When you are moving on the cross object formula field, that time itself will mention that regular expression. Okay, fine. So it's time to close. Actually, they are not using. Sorry, they are waiting outside for the next class. Okay. So, if possible, I will share those. That is, I will share this notepad, not notepad. I'll share this notepad to you today. Okay. I don't think so today I can post some use cases because I have some other work to do. Office 2 days leave, right? So I need to do that. If possible, I will send and I will share this notepad with you. Okay, you can, and you have also got the link with you, right? So you can just go through that link, work over the link, and get an idea about the image field as well as formula field and other things. Okay, do scenarios on your own. If it is like this, what I can do. See, this is my own scenario, right? In the same way, you can use your own scenario.